Hi Mike, this is Michael. This is your Lenormand reading. You've particularly asked about your love life and how things are going. So basically, I will just quickly say that all the cards are laid out, and one thing that seems to be very apparent is this card here, the card of the man. This represents you, and his position here at the very bottom indicates that your whole world is above you. Okay, this can either indicate that things weigh very heavily on you, or well, basically, yeah, you take the world onto your own shoulders. Okay. Now, these cards were made in a time where gay people were not necessarily a seen thing in the world, and so therefore there's no real cards that indicate homosexuality, gay relationships or anything. So therefore we need to improvise a little bit with the cards around it. What I usually do is I see, for a male querent, the card is the man, and then for significant others or other, I would say the woman. Now the woman is right above you. This indicates that there is someone around you, someone on your mind, someone that you are very fond of. Okay. Now if we look at the card of the present, the line of the present I should say, we have the woman, we have the home, we have the clouds, and we have the ship. Now when cards are usually above you, it would indicate that these are on your mind. These are significant ideas, thoughts, emotions and things like that. So what this indicates here is that there is someone that you are very fond of, someone that you're very close to, that is in your mind, someone that you do want to settle down with, create a home, a family, all that sort of thing. The home symbolises someone who gives you stability. However, there is, with the home, there is clouded, there's confusion. Okay, so basically what this might indicate to me is that with these two cards, because these cards are read in pairs, usually, it indicates that there's someone on your mind, someone who you want to form a family or a home or have stability with, as well. But the problem is, there's cloudedness there, okay? And there's a ship, which means, and this is further on, so it kind of indicates here that, you know, maybe it's not quite the best sort of relationship to have, because there is movement there, and then it hits the rock, okay, because you've got the ship and the mountain, so there is an obstacle there. Another thing that we need to look at here as well is, here we look at the pattern here of a diagonal. Okay, in the past it would go this, the cross, the clover, the mouse, the sun. That's your past. I won't focus too much on that right now. However, for the future, we have the lily, we have the bouquet, and we have the fox. Now, this is indicative, okay? The lily can represent an older man, and in relationships can represent sex, sexuality, and purity as well, to a certain degree. Now, I would actually see this as being two separate people, although there could be an element of lust between here and here. However, I can also see this as being an indication that if a relationship for you was to happen with this person, although it would seem like a gift, the fox indicates that you can't trust them, okay? There is an underhandedness there. However, if we look at the cards that combine the bouquet and the fox, we have the dog, there's loyalty, there's friendship there. Okay, so this person is destined to be a friend, certainly not someone who is supposed to be a lover. Now, this ideology comes into the future. So I'm having a look at the other cards surrounding the bouquet, okay, because this can be a sign of friendship, it can be a sign of love and things like that. It's gifts of love. Here you have the stars, whereas in the past you may have spread yourself too thin, you may not have been as, you may not have been as honest or as stable as you may have thought, which has caused an issue in the relationships for it to be cut and broken away. Okay, so to me, I kind of feel that there's a guilt feeling here, and of course, here and here, there's a sexual sort of issue. Here we have the card of the lilies again, which again represents sex and sexuality. And when we mirror that, we come to the fox. So it shows that there's been some sort of level of cheating in the past. And I'm not saying that this is you, but it could definitely be that an ex-partner has not been faithful, and therefore it's caused issues within your relationships. And then if we were to mirror the scythe with the birds being communication and all those sort of air elements, so the mind and things like that, it shows that there have been some sort of disconnect with communication, some sort of issue that may have arisen. Now, another thing I want to look at when looking at love is we need to look for cards such as the ring and the heart. Now here, okay, if we look at it from the perspective that if this is your present line, everything behind it is your past, everything in front is your future. However, these cards can also be read as a separate reading with the cards around the ring and the cards around the heart. Now, the fact that you have the heart above does indicate that you are a loving person and you are looking for a committed relationship. Past relationships have actually been quite good. The fact you've got the clover, which represents a little bit of luck, and the heart, which is above the ring, does show that you have had a successful relationship in the past. However, that has obviously ended. It does indicate here with the snake, which again becomes trust issues. You have the mice, which becomes which represents things being lost or taken away. So it does show that trust issues have always been an issue. And then we have the tree. Now the tree, it represents health, it represents family, it represents vitality. It also represents things that are slow growing, it represents setting roots. So to me, this is kind of indicative of, something where you thought was supposed to have been a long-term, long-lasting thing was taken away because of someone that could not be trusted, which kind of flows through with the man, the lilies, the bouquet, and the fox as well. Another thing that I want to look at very briefly as well is if we were to look at certain sorts of cards, such as the ring, okay, if we look at the cards, we see number 25 here, okay, the ring represents commitment, agreements, contracts, things like that. So if we find card number 25, okay, so we have 8 cards here, 8, 16, sorry, my maths is not very good, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, we have the fish. Now what this indicates here is that at the moment, the most that you have is probably more to do with work. Okay, fish represent abundance, it represents work, one of the aspects of work. So at the moment your main focus is probably about work and getting things done. Surviving, basically. There may also be some sort of new contract or some sort of new job. So if you are looking for new work, I probably would suggest to go ahead and start doing that searching, because that's very prominent as well. Also, if we look at the heart, okay, again, if we go to the card that is in position 24, okay, if the fish was 25, we have the dog, and this is loyalty. So this is you, and you know what, I actually can perceive this as being a future relationship as well. However, I think at the moment, as far as the person concerned, apart from you, okay, yeah, they're more of a loyal friend than a lover. I wouldn't worry too much about that, because I do get a sense that there is someone there. But at the moment, yeah, your eyes are glued squarely on this person. I do feel that there is another person. As I said, if this is you, you have this person here, but you also have the lilies here. So, I mean, if I look at this, I also see that, you know, there is another person, possibly someone who's slightly older. And certainly not someone to be ignored. At the moment, that's pretty much all I'm getting as far as the relationships are concerned. Look, the whole reading itself can have lots of differing stories that go into it, so I can look at other cards if you like. But at the moment, they're the ones that I kind of feel are the poignant ones for your reading. If you have any questions, queries, or anything, let me know. Otherwise, please provide some feedback. Thank you.